Please remember that the complete information for the class that you are about to view is at elithecomputerguy.com. Not only do we have our videos there, but we have part lists, diagrams, pictures, and even complete code examples. So if you are watching this video and you want more information, please go to elithecomputerguy.com. Welcome back. As you know, I am Eli, the computer guy, and in today's class, I'm going to be showing you how to use the glob function in PHP. So what the glob function allows you to do is it allows you to read all of the contents in a folder and then be able to filter those contents. So basically, imagine you have a folder and you have a lot of image files in the folder. And then let's imagine in those image files, let's say you have some GIF files and you have some JPEG files, and all you're interested in is the JPEG files. So what you can do is you can use the glob function to look in that folder and then find only the JPEG files or only the GIF files or possibly only files with certain strings within the name. So that's the cool thing about the glob function. Then beyond that, with the glob function, essentially what's going to happen is all of those file names that have been grabbed out of the folder are then going to be put into an array. And then once those file names are in an array, you can interact with that array just like you would with any other type of array. So you can do such things as use the for each function to then step through the array and then do something such as dynamically print out a photo gallery or that type of thing, or dynamically print out a list of hyperlinks to particular files or to particular images that are sitting in the folder. So that's what the glob function is, and that's why it's so important and so useful. So as with many functions in PHP, there's actually not a whole hell of a lot to the glob function. Once you see what it does and once you understand how to use it, it's pretty simple. So let's go over to the demonstration machine to show you the output for the script that we're going to be creating today, and then we'll actually go over and take a look at the code itself. So here we are at my demonstration machine. Again, this machine doesn't really matter. All I need is a web browser that can connect back to my LAMP server, my Linux Apache MySQL PHP server, and be able to access the script that I've created. So I've created this glob script on my server that's sitting at 10.0.1.35, and all we're doing is accessing that script. So with the glob script that I've created, basically what it does is it's printing out all of the file names for the files that are sitting in a folder. So basically I called a folder. So I created a folder called folder, and basically all this script is doing is it's looking for all of the contents of that particular folder. Now at the top, all I'm doing here is I'm using the print_r function in PHP. So basically what the print_r function does is it prints out all the values in a variable, all the information about a variable. And so if you have an array, what it does is it prints out that entire array. So basically I did a print r for the array that I created. And so this is saying this is an array, and then this is all of the information that's in the array. So at index 0.0, this is the first result. At index 1, this is the second result. At index 2, this is the third result, so on and so forth. Obviously, this does show us that we're getting results in the array, but that's not actually very useful for us to be able to use and read. And so what I've done down here is using the same results, I just used the for each function in PHP. So for each basically steps through an array. So every value in the array, it does something. And so all I've done here is simply printed out what the value is in the array. Then I've put a BR, I put a break to go to the next line, the next line, the next line, the next line, and so it makes it a little easier for us to read. And so we can see that we have a folder. Again, we have a folder called folder, and in this folder there's an about.php file, there's a get.php file, there's an HTML file, there's a number of JPEG files, so on and so forth. So I specifically just dumped kind of some crap into that folder just so when we go through in demonstration I can show you how you can then pull out the specific files that you're interested in. So with that, let's actually go over and take a look at the script itself. So here we are on my LAMP server, again, Linux Apache MySQL PHP. I am using Ubuntu 18.04 LTS, but everything that I'm showing you today should basically work on any distribution of Linux. So first thing that I had to do in order to make this script work is in the root of Apache. So the root of Apache, I created a folder, again, simply called folder. name it whatever you want. The other thing for this is make sure the permissions on folder gives everybody or other the ability to access or read. So basically everybody needs the read access in order to make this work. Then in the folder, again, all I've done here is I've just dumped a bunch of random files. So with that, let's go over and actually take a look at the script itself. So I created a script that's called glob.php. And so the first thing, of course, we're going to do is we're going to open the PHP. Then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a variable name for the array that we're creating. And I've simply named this $glob. So this can be named whatever you want. And $glob is going to equal the function glob. And then the function glob, basically what you're going to do here is you're going to say what folder and that the glob should look in, and then what should it look for within that folder, right? So again, parentheses, double quotation marks here, and then so period / So we're saying from where glob is, from where this particular script is, go into the folder. I probably should have named that something different. Anyways, go into the folder, and then in the folder, look for, and so what I have simply done here is I've used the asterisk. So asterisk is the ultimate of wildcards in PHP. So basically what this is saying is look for everything. So basically everything in the folder, that's what we want to put into the glob array. Then all we're doing here is the first thing that we do is, again, print_r glob. So print_r prints out all of the information for a variable. Since $glob is an array, it is then going to print out that it's an array and the values in the array. So if we go over, take a look at the demonstration. Again, this up here is what you get when you do print_r for an array. Again, it shows you information is in the array, but it's not exactly the prettiest thing in the world. So instead of that, what we've done is I come down here, I simply echo break. So again, that basically puts 2 spaces. So separates out the results from the print_r. So we can go down and print an actual for each. And so then here, what we're doing is we're using that for each function. And then we do $glob. So with $glob, I'm putting in the array and then as file. So what it's going to do is it's going to step through the glob array, and every value in that array is going to be turned into the value for $file. And then what we're simply going to do is we're going to echo print out the value for $file dot and then a break. So basically every value in glob, it's going to be turned into a value for file that we then print out that value, and then again for each. So it's going to keep going through until we get to the end of the array. And so if we go and we take a look at the results, that's how we're stepped through here. So this is the first value in the array, then we do a break. This is the second value in the array, then we do a break. Third value, then a break. Fourth value, so on and so forth. So here, this is where I'm showing you basically these are all the results that are sitting within that folder. We can go back and we can do a little bit of a modification. So just to show you again with that star, so I could do star.php. So let's say I am only looking for PHP files in a directory. So again, this could be valuable for images or whatever else, right? Then all I have to do is I do file, I simply do save. And then we go over to the demonstration machine, and then when I hit refresh, now we can see that it literally is only printing out the PHP files. Only the PHP files have gone into that array. We can go back, and again with star, we can do .jpeg, so .jpeg. We can do file, we could do save, and we go back to the demonstration machine. We do the refresh, and now only those JPEG files are being printed out. Now the cool thing is though, again, since we now have an array, and since we can interact with that array just like we would any other array, we can do things such as, again, like dynamically creating like say a gallery page. So if we go over, and again, we come down here for the for each, what we could also do is we could echo, and we could do img src equals, right? And we go over here. So basically what we're doing here is we're simply basically using that image embed. So with HTML, we're going to be embedding the image instead of simply printing out what the image name is. And then we can do file, we can do save. Then we go over, take a look at the demonstration machine. And now when I do a refresh, now we can see that it's printing out, it's actually showing the images themselves. And so that's the important thing to understand here, is once you have those file names in the array, then you can interact with those file names however you want in PHP. So you could take those file names and store them into a database. You could take those file names and create an image gallery. You could take the file names and do any number of different things. And so that is what the glob does. The glob function does. Again, you have glob, then you say what location, basically what folder do you want to look in, and then you give it basically the filter you want to look for. Again, the asterisk is a wildcard. So basically what I'm saying here is anything with .jpeg at the end, right? If I simply did this, basically it means everything, right? If I did something like, oh, I don't know, let's say home dot, right? So that would be anything with home period in the beginning, with anything at all at the end. So this is one of those things you can sit there, and it's a useful tool to allow you to play with wildcards to figure out how that type of thing works. But that's essentially how glob functions. Again, a very useful tool in your PHP toolbox. So there you go. Now you know how the glob function works. This may be very valuable for you, especially in the modern world of the paperless office, right? Imagine if you have a metric crap ton of PDFs basically stored in a folder, and you want your users to be able to access those PDFs. So let's imagine that those PDFs actually have, hopefully, have decent file names associated with them, maybe case numbers, maybe, names of vendors, that type of thing. One of the interesting things that you could do with a glob is you could create a little form, basically a little search script using post and a form, where you could have, okay, search for any file, any PDF file with this in the name of it. And so you could actually do that search, and then it would print out with hyperlinks to the PDF files that match the results you're looking for. So again, like if you're looking for a particular case number, maybe for customer service or maybe law enforcement or something like that, you've got a lot of PDFs sitting in a folder. So you want to say, okay, any PDF associated with this case number, you type in case number 100045, whatever it is. Basically, you hit the submit. Then what you can use with glob is you can use that variable value you're sending in post. You can plug that into the glob, so then it searches only for anything with that case number in its name. Then it prints out the 5 results out of the 50,000 that are sitting in the folder. And then again, if you print it out with a hyperlink, so an ahref instead of an imgsrc, then somebody could then click on each one of those PDF files as a hyperlink, open it up, see if the information is in there, so on and so forth. So glob is one of those, again, very valuable, very useful functions that you might be overlooking. So something to think about. Again, with glob, you're taking all of the file names that you grab from the particular folder that you're looking in, and then you turn it into an array. And so the valuable thing there is, again, you can use for each, or you can use any other array tools to then also be able to pull out, again, the file names that you might be most interested in. So that is how the glob function works in PHP. As always, I enjoy doing this class. Look forward to seeing you at the next one. If you like the content that I create, please think about going to elitheComputerGuy.com and becoming a member or donating. Please understand that all of the educational videos are in front of the paywall. That includes the videos, that includes the notes, the diagrams, and the code example. All of that is freely available and in front of the paywall. But if you want to watch opinion videos, or if you want to be able to comment, you do need to become a member. Membership is $5 a month or $60 a year, and gives you access to those opinion videos and the ability to comment. If you don't want to become a member, you just want to give a one-time donation, there's also a donate button where you can do that. Please understand, in order to provide the education that I am, it does cost money. Servers cost money, equipment costs money, travel costs money. All of these things cost a reasonable amount of money, and the fact of the matter is YouTube's advertising program no longer supports creators the way that it used to. So if you want these classes to continue to stick around and you find them to be valuable, please think about either becoming a monthly member or donating a few dollars for this project.